In the heart of downtown San Francisco, where the fog rolled in like an uninvited guest, Alex Rivera stood behind the polished mahogany bar of his luxury hotel, the Pacific Crest, dressed in a crisp white shirt and black slacks, his usual understated attire for blending in during busy evenings. He watched as a group of affluent guests entered the lobby, their laughter echoing off the marble floors. Little did they know, the man they would soon dismiss as mere staff was the visionary who had built this empire from nothing, and tonight, their prejudices would unravel in a storm of revelations that would challenge everything they believed about class, identity, and love. Alex had always been the quiet force behind the Pacific Crest. At 35, with his sharp jawline, warm brown eyes, and a physique honed from years of early morning runs along the Embarcadero, he could have been mistaken for a model, but his life was far from glamorous poses. Born to immigrant parents in a modest neighborhood of Los Angeles, Alex had clawed his way up through sheer determination. He started as a bellboy in a rundown motel, saving every penny to attend business school at night. By 28, he had secured loans and investors to open his first boutique hotel, which expanded into the chain that now included this flagship property. But success came with shadows. As an openly gay man, Alex had faced whispers and outright discrimination in the cutthroat world of hospitality. He chose to keep a low profile, often pitching in during peak hours to stay connected to his staff and guests. It grounded him, reminded him of his roots. Tonight was the annual gala for the city's elite, a fundraiser for local charities that Alex hosted every year. The event drew tech moguls, politicians, and socialites, all eager to network under the crystal chandeliers. Alex's partner, Jordan Hayes, a 32-year-old architect with tousled blonde hair and a disarming smile, was supposed to join him later. They had met 5 years ago at a design conference. Jordan's firm had handled the renovations for one of Alex's properties. Their relationship was a quiet anchor in Alex's chaotic life, built on mutual respect, shared dreams, and the kind of love that didn't need public validation. But in a world still rife with homophobia, especially among the conservative old guard attending tonight, they kept their affection subtle. As the guests mingled, a boisterous group of middle-aged men in tailored suits approached the bar. Leading them was Harlan Whitaker, a prominent real estate developer known for his outspoken views on traditional values. Harlan slapped his hand on the counter, his voice booming. "Hey, buddy, we'll take 4 scotches, neat. And make it quick. We're not here to wait around." Alex nodded politely, pouring the drinks with practiced ease. He had seen this before. People like Harlan assumed anyone serving was beneath them. But as he handed over the glasses, Harlan's eyes narrowed. "You look familiar. Aren't you the one who parked my car last time?" "No, wait, you're the waiter from that other event." "Yeah, that's it." Alex suppressed a sigh. "Actually, sir, I'm—" But Harlan cut him off with a laugh, turning to his friends. "These guys think they're so entitled nowadays. Probably one of those diversity hires. Bet he's got some agenda." The group chuckled, their words laced with thinly veiled disdain. Alex felt a familiar sting, the kind that came from years of being reduced to stereotypes. He could have corrected them right then, but something held him back. Maybe it was curiosity, or perhaps a desire to expose their hypocrisy later. He simply smiled and moved on, helping other guests. Jordan arrived shortly after, weaving through the crowd in a sleek navy suit that accentuated his athletic build. He spotted Alex at the bar and leaned in discreetly. "Rough night already?" he whispered, his hand brushing Alex's arm in a brief, comforting touch. Alex glanced around, ensuring no one noticed. "Just the usual. Harlan Whitaker and his cronies mistook me for the help again." Jordan's eyes flashed with anger. "You own this place, Alex. Why do you let them treat you like that?" Alex shrugged. "It's a test. For them, not me. Besides, I like seeing people's true colors before I reveal mine." As the evening progressed, the gala hit its stride. Speeches were made, checks were written, and the alcohol flowed freely. Harlan's group grew louder, their conversations drifting into controversial territory. "This city's gone soft," Harlan proclaimed, his voice carrying. "All these pride parades and whatnot. Back in my day, men were men, and we didn't have to cater to every lifestyle choice. His friends nodded vigorously, one adding, "And don't get me started on affirmative action in business. That's why places like this are going downhill." Alex, overhearing from behind the bar, felt his blood boil. He had built the Pacific Crest on principles of inclusivity, hiring diverse staff, hosting LGBTQ+ events, and donating to causes that mattered. But confronting them now would disrupt the event. Then the turning point came. A young waiter, Miguel, spilled a tray of appetizers near Harlan's table. The crash drew everyone's attention, and Harlan exploded. "You incompetent fool! Do you know who I am? I'll have you fired." Miguel, flustered and apologetic, stammered excuses. Alex stepped forward instinctively, placing a hand on Miguel's shoulder. "It's all right, Miguel. Accidents happen. Go take a break. I'll handle this." Harlan sneered. "Oh, look, the other waiter coming to the rescue. Birds of a feather. Huh? Probably all in on some union scam." Jordan, who had been chatting nearby, couldn't stay silent anymore. He approached, his face calm but his eyes steely. "Gentlemen, I think there's a misunderstanding." Harlan turned, sizing him up. "And who are you? His boyfriend or something?" The word dripped with sarcasm, eliciting snickers from the group. Jordan didn't flinch. "Actually, yes. And Alex isn't a waiter. He's the owner of this hotel." The room seemed to hush as whispers spread. Harlan's face paled. "What? That's impossible. He was serving drinks." Alex straightened, his voice steady. "I own the Pacific Crest, Mr. Whitaker, and I've been serving tonight because I believe in leading by example. But more importantly, I won't tolerate discrimination in my establishment." The guests around them murmured, some shocked, others nodding in approval. Harlan stammered, "I didn't mean, it's just a joke." But the damage was done. Alex's revelation sparked a wave of conversations about assumptions and prejudices, turning the gala into an unintended forum on social issues. As the night wound down, Alex and Jordan retreated to the rooftop terrace, the city lights twinkling below. "You handled that brilliantly," Jordan said, pulling Alex close. "But it hurts to see you go through that." Alex leaned into him. "It's part of the fight. We've come far, but there's still so much to change." Their embrace was a quiet victory, a testament to their resilience amid the chaos. The aftermath of the gala rippled through San Francisco's social circles like a stone skipped across the bay. Whispers about Harlan Whitaker's humiliation spread via emails, texts, and cocktail party chit-chat. Alex Rivera, once the invisible force behind the Pacific Crest, suddenly found himself in the spotlight, not just as a successful hotelier, but as a symbol of defiance against ingrained biases. Reporters from local outlets reached out for interviews, praising his poise and calling the incident a wake-up call for the elite. But not everyone was applauding. Conservative blogs painted him as an opportunist, twisting the narrative to claim he had ambushed innocent guests with his identity. Alex tried to focus on business as usual. The next morning, he met with his team in the hotel's conference room, sunlight streaming through floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the Golden Gate Bridge. "Last night was intense," he began, addressing the staff. "But it showed why we do what we do. Inclusivity isn't just a policy. It's our foundation." Miguel, the young waiter from the spill, approached him afterward. "Mr. Rivera, thank you for standing up for me. I didn't expect that." Alex smiled warmly. "We're family here, Miguel. No one gets left behind." Jordan, however, was more unsettled. Over breakfast in their penthouse suite, he pushed his eggs around his plate. "Alex, that could have gone south fast. What if Harlan sues or badmouths the hotel to his investors?" Alex reached across the table, squeezing Jordan's hand. "We've weathered worse. Remember when that chain tried to buy us out and spread rumors about my lifestyle affecting the brand? We came out stronger." Jordan nodded, but worry lingered in his eyes. Their relationship had always been a private sanctuary, but events like this threatened to drag it into the public eye. As days turned into weeks, the incident fueled broader conflicts. Harlan, refusing to fade quietly, posted a lengthy rant on his social media, decrying cancel culture and claiming Alex had exaggerated the encounter for publicity. "I mistook him for staff, big deal. But turning it into a gay rights crusade? That's manipulation." The post went viral, attracting supporters who flooded the Pacific Crest's reviews with 1-star ratings, accusing it of being too woke. Bookings dipped slightly, and Alex's board of investors called an emergency meeting. In the boardroom, tensions ran high. Evelyn Chun, a sharp-minded venture capitalist and longtime ally, defended Alex. "This is free publicity. Our diversity initiatives are what set us apart." But Marcus Hale, a more conservative board member, disagreed. "We're losing clients. Harlan's network is vast. We can't afford to alienate them." Alex listened patiently before speaking. "If we back down, we compromise our values. I've built this on authenticity, not appeasement." The debate raged, highlighting the clash between profit and principles, a microcosm of societal divides. Amid the professional storm, personal cracks emerged. Jordan's firm was bidding on a major project with a client connected to Harlan. "They hinted that associating with controversial figures might hurt our chances," Jordan confessed one evening, as they walked hand in hand along the waterfront, the salty breeze whipping around them. Alex stopped, turning to face him. "Are you saying we should hide? After all we've been through?" Jordan's face softened. "No, but it's scary. I love you, Alex. But this affects my career too." Their argument simmered, emotions raw, love tested by external pressures. To counter the backlash, Alex decided to host a community event at the hotel, an open forum on LGBTQ+ rights in business. Invitations went out to activists, allies, and even skeptics. The night arrived with a packed ballroom, diverse faces filling the seats. Alex took the stage, his voice steady. "Mistakes happen, like being seen as a waiter when you're the owner. But it's the assumptions behind them that hurt, assumptions about who belongs where based on appearance or identity." Jordan sat in the front row, pride swelling despite his fears. Harlan, surprisingly, showed up, uninvited but curious. During Q&A, he stood. "I apologize if I offended, but isn't this overblown? It was just a mix-up." Murmurs rippled through the crowd. Alex responded thoughtfully. "It's not just about one night. It's about systemic biases. As a gay man, I've faced them my whole life. But dialogue like this is how we move forward." The exchange was tense, sparking debates that lasted hours. Some left inspired, others unconvinced. Back home, Alex and Jordan reflected on the couch, a glass of wine each. "That was brave," Jordan said, leaning his head on Alex's shoulder. "I'm proud of you." Alex kissed his forehead. "We're in this together, no matter what." Yet, as they drifted to sleep, Alex wondered if the conflicts were just beginning. The forum's success boosted morale, but it also attracted detractors. Protests formed outside the hotel, small groups waving signs about traditional family values. Alex watched from his office, heart heavy. "This is what progress looks like. Messy and painful," he told Jordan over dinner. Jordan nodded, but his phone buzzed with a message from his boss. The project bid was in jeopardy. The protests outside the Pacific Crest escalated from a handful of picketers to organized rallies, drawing media attention that amplified every voice. Alex Rivera found himself at the center of a cultural firestorm, his hotel becoming a battleground for broader societal debates on identity and acceptance. Conservative outlets labeled him a radical activist, while progressive groups hailed him as a hero. Bookings fluctuated wildly. Some canceled in solidarity with Harlan. Others surged from supporters eager to patronize an inclusive establishment. In the midst of the chaos, Alex received an unexpected call from his estranged father, Carlos, who lived in Los Angeles. They hadn't spoken in years. Not since Alex came out at 20 and Carlos's traditional views clashed with his son's reality. "Hijo, I saw you on the news," Carlos said, his voice gruff but tinged with concern. This waiter thing. Are you okay?" Alex paused, surprise mixing with old wounds. "I'm fighting for what I believe in, Dad. Like you taught me." The conversation was awkward, bridging gaps tentatively, but it stirred emotions Alex had long buried. Jordan, meanwhile, faced his own dilemmas. His firm's client outright rejected their bid, citing reputational risks tied to Jordan's association with Alex. "This isn't fair," Jordan vented during a late-night drive through the hills, the city lights blurring below. "Your stand is costing us both." Alex gripped the wheel tighter. "I didn't ask for this fight, but backing down means accepting their hate." Their words escalated into a heated argument, exposing vulnerabilities. "Sometimes I wonder if we're strong enough for this," Jordan admitted, tears in his eyes. Alex pulled over, pulling him into a hug. "We are. But we need to communicate, not assume." To navigate the turmoil, Alex sought advice from mentors. He met with Lena Torres, a veteran LGBTQ+ advocate and former board member. Over coffee in a quiet cafe, she listened intently. "You've ignited change, Alex, but change invites resistance. Use it to build alliances." Inspired, Alex launched a partnership with local nonprofits, offering free event spaces for diversity workshops. The initiative garnered positive press, slowly shifting the narrative. Harlan Whitaker, however, doubled down. He announced a competing fundraiser at a rival hotel, promoting it as a return to normalcy without political agendas. Invitations targeted the same elite crowd, forcing guests to choose sides. Alex felt the sting. Many longtime patrons opted for Harlan's event, fearing backlash. "It's like high school all over again," Alex confided in Jordan. "Cliques and exclusions." Jordan, regaining his resolve, suggested a counter-strategy. "Let's make our next gala unforgettable. Show them what true community looks like." Planning intensified. Alex and Jordan worked side by side, their collaboration reigniting the spark that had drawn them together. Late nights in the office turned into moments of intimacy, shared laughs over designs, stolen kisses amid spreadsheets. "This reminds me why I fell for you," Jordan whispered one evening. Alex smiled. "Your support means everything." But underlying tensions persisted. Jordan's career setbacks weighed heavily. The rival events coincided on a crisp autumn evening. Harlan's gathered the old guard in opulent splendor, while Alex's at the Pacific Crest buzzed with diverse energy. Artists, activists, and allies mingling freely. As speeches unfolded, a live stream connected the two, turning it into an unintended debate. Harlan boasted about merit over identity, while Alex countered with stories of overcoming discrimination. "Success isn't just about money. It's about lifting others," he said. Midway, a surprise guest appeared at Alex's event. His father, Carlos, who had driven up from LA. "I'm proud of you, son," he said on stage, his voice breaking. "I was wrong before. Love is love." The moment went viral, humanizing the conflict and swaying public opinion. Harlan's crowd thinned as curiosity drew some over. Post-event, Alex and Jordan celebrated privately on the terrace. "We did it," Jordan said, clinking glasses. "But at what cost?" Alex pondered. The victory was bittersweet. Relationships strained, businesses tested. Yet it forged deeper bonds. As winter approached, the controversies simmered but didn't fade. Alex received threats, anonymous letters decrying his agenda. Security tightened, adding stress. Jordan proposed a getaway. "We need time for us." They escaped to a cabin in Big Sur, where ocean waves crashed against cliffs. There, amid hikes and fireside talks, they confronted fears. "I almost lost sight of us in all this," Alex admitted. Jordan nodded. "Me too. But we're stronger now." Returning refreshed, Alex faced a new challenge. A lawsuit from Harlan, claiming defamation. "He's saying I twisted his words," Alex told his lawyer. The legal battle loomed, promising more drama. Board members wavered, but Evelyn rallied support. "This is bigger than us." Through it all, Alex's resolve hardened. He mentored young entrepreneurs, sharing his story. One mentee, a gay teen from a conservative family, thanked him. "You give me hope." Moments like these fueled him, The lawsuit from Harlan Whitaker dragged on like a San Francisco fog that refused to lift, consuming Alex Rivera's days with depositions, strategy sessions, and mounting legal fees. The Pacific Crest's reputation hung in the balance, with headlines pitting the gay hotelier against the traditional tycoon. Supporters rallied with fundraisers, but detractors amplified the noise, questioning Alex's motives and dredging up old rumors about his personal life. Is this really about prejudice, or is it a publicity stunt? One op-ed sneered. Jordan stood by Alex, but the strain showed. His architecture firm suffered client losses, forcing layoffs. I don't blame you, Jordan assured during a tense dinner. But we need to think long-term. Alex nodded, guilt gnawing at him. Maybe I should settle. Jordan shook his head. No, that would validate their hate. We'll fight. Their partnership deepened through adversity, conversations evolving from logistics to dreams of a future beyond the chaos. Perhaps expanding the hotel chain or starting a foundation. Alex's father, Carlos, became an unexpected ally. He visited more often, helping with hotel operations and offering gruff wisdom. In my day, we hid who we were. You're brave, Iho. The reconciliation healed old scars, but it also highlighted generational divides. Carlos struggled with public displays of affection between Alex and Jordan, leading to awkward moments. It's just new for me, he admitted. Alex patiently explained, fostering understanding. As the trial approached, evidence mounted. Witnesses from the gala testified to Harlan's derogatory remarks, while Alex's team presented data on the hotel's inclusive policies boosting profits. Public interest peaked, with protests outside the courthouse, rainbow flags clashing with opposing signs. Inside, Harlan took the stand, downplaying the incident. It was a harmless mistake. No malice. Alex's lawyer pressed. But your comments on lifestyles suggest otherwise. Harlan faltered, exposing biases. Alex testified calmly, recounting his journey. Being mistaken for a waiter wasn't the issue. It was the assumptions that a gay man of color couldn't own this. I faced that my whole life. The jury, diverse in composition, listened intently. Jordan watched from the gallery, pride mixed with anxiety. The verdict came swiftly. Not guilty on defamation, with the judge rebuking Harlan for frivolous claims. Cheers erupted from supporters. Harlan slunk away, his influence diminished. Alex addressed the press outside. This isn't just my win. It's for everyone who's been underestimated. The victory sparked a surge in bookings, solidifying the Pacific Crest as a beacon of progress. Post-trial, life normalized somewhat. Alex and Jordan hosted a celebration party, inviting staff, friends, and even former detractors who sought amends. Miguel proposed a toast. To the boss who serves us all. Laughter filled the room, tensions easing. But healing took time. Jordan's firm rebounded with new clients drawn to his integrity. This ordeal showed me what's important, he told Alex during a sunset walk. Alex smiled. Us. They discussed marriage, a step once delayed by fears of scrutiny. Yet new conflicts arose. A national chain offered to acquire the Pacific Crest, tempting with financial security but demanding toned-down activism. Board debates reignited. Marcus pushed for the sale. We've won the battle. Let's cash out. Evelyn countered. Selling out betrays our mission. Alex weighed the options, torn between stability and principles. In a pivotal meeting, Alex decided against the sale. We've built something meaningful. I won't trade it for ease. The choice alienated some, but inspired others. Jordan supported him fully. Your integrity is why I love you. As spring bloomed, Alex reflected on the journey. From a mistaken waiter to a celebrated owner, his story challenged norms. He wrote an article for a major publication, sharing lessons on resilience and allyship. Responses poured in, stories of similar experiences, fueling a movement. One evening, Alex and Jordan sat on their terrace, stars overhead. Do you regret any of it? Jordan asked. Alex shook his head. It made us who we are. Their kiss sealed a promise of continued fight. The saga's ripples extended beyond them. Harlan, humbled, quietly donated to LGBTQ+ causes, a quiet redemption. Alex's mentorship program grew, empowering a new generation. With the lawsuit behind them and the Pacific Crest thriving, Alex Rivera and Jordan Hayes embraced a newfound stability, their relationship fortified by the trials they had endured. They finally tied the knot in an intimate ceremony on the hotel's rooftop, surrounded by close friends, family, including Carlos, who walked Alex down the aisle, and staff who had become like kin. The event was a celebration of love triumphing over adversity, with vows that acknowledged the societal hurdles they had cleared. "You've shown me that true partnership means facing the world together," Alex said, his eyes locked on Jordan's. Business boomed as the hotel's story attracted global attention. Tourists sought it out for its inclusive vibe, and corporate events poured in from companies prioritizing diversity. Alex expanded his chain, opening a new location in New York, infusing it with the same values. "This is our legacy," he told Jordan during the groundbreaking. Jordan's firm flourished too, landing high-profile projects that aligned with their principles. Yet, echoes of the past lingered. Occasional online trolls resurfaced old videos from the gala, twisting narratives to fuel division. Alex addressed them head-on via social media, promoting dialogue over defensiveness. "Change isn't linear. It's a constant effort," he posted, sparking threads of support and debate. Carlos's evolution continued, attending pride events with them and advocating in his community. "I was blind before," he confessed. "Now I see." The family bond strengthened, bridging cultural gaps. Miguel advanced to manager, embodying the upward mobility Alex championed. "You believed in me when no one else did," he said. Alex replied, "That's what we do here. Lift each other." As years passed, Alex and Jordan considered adoption, navigating the complexities as a same-sex couple. They faced bureaucratic hurdles and societal judgments, but their resolve held. "Our home will be a place of unconditional love," Jordan affirmed. Reflecting on the journey, Alex often thought back to that fateful gala night. What began as a simple mistake had unraveled layers of prejudice, forcing confrontations that reshaped lives. It highlighted how assumptions about class, race, and sexuality intertwined, creating barriers that success alone couldn't always dismantle. In quiet moments, they pondered the broader impact. Had the incident truly changed minds, or merely shifted alliances? Harlan's quiet philanthropy suggested redemption, but systemic issues persisted: discrimination in workplaces, unequal rights in some states. Alex's story became a case study in business schools, inspiring entrepreneurs to integrate social justice into their models. He spoke at conferences, emphasizing emotional intelligence in leadership. "Feelings aren't weaknesses, they're guides," he shared. Jordan, ever the architect, designed community centers for underserved LGBTQ+ youth, blending their passions. "We're building more than structures," he said. "We're building futures." Their life together was a tapestry of highs and lows, woven with threads of love, conflict, and growth. They traveled, explored, and gave back, always returning to the Pacific Crest as their anchor. In the end, the revelation that night wasn't just about owning a hotel. It was about owning one's truth in a world quick to judge. It posed questions about progress and persistence. Is it true that personal revelations can dismantle deep-seated societal prejudices? Or do they merely expose them without guaranteeing change?